There seems to be a skeleton on this server. Don't tell anyone.
So, we're kicking off today's episode having a look at Deanius' build for the Halloween district. So you want to talk us through what's going on, Deanius?
I'm building the foundations of a temple.
Temple of Doom.
Yes, the Temple of Doom.
So, it doesn't look very big from the outside, but...
Not from the outside, but...
some nasty surprises on the inside.
Ooh, yes.
So you want to talk about what your design ideas are around the outside here so far that we're looking at?
I'm going for a basic temple look. It sort of looks like a jungle temple, except it'll have lava.
It'll have lava around the outside. Will it like a lava moat?
Yes.
Right, and we can't actually show what's happening underneath the temple, can we?
No.
No,
It
because
is
that's
a secret!
it's a secret for the other realmers to find out. But we will, in the last episode on Halloween, we will show what is in all the builds that we've done.
Yep.
And this one's interesting, to say the least. But I think you've done well. So should we have a look at a final look from the outside?
Yes.
And that brings us to the second part of my build. You might recall last week we showed building the fog in the hole with the fog effect with the glass. Well, today we continue. So I started off with marking out the area, and the idea obviously was to have a floating house that looked like it had sort of been ripped out of the ground. It was floating above this foggy area or foggy depression with no end. And so that's what we started off doing here. We built a platform using some oak and jungle logs. Then underneath I tried to make it look like it still had remnants of the ground that once held it to the earth. And this whole area here is now floating obviously above the foggy mist. I think it came up okay. A bit of decorations on the bottom there with the vines and whatnot. I thought I'd continue with the jungle log theme. It sort of looks like a swampy, aged, mossy sort of tree with the jungle logs around the side. I then decided for the build itself what the house was going to look like. It was going to be a bit of like a hodgepodge, I guess, of bits and pieces. And once I decided what one of the corners would look like, I replicated that build obviously on all four sides. I continued the use of the mossy sort of overgrown look with the mossy cobblestone, and instead of glass I actually thought I would use the slime blocks as sort of like a dirty mossy sort of overcovered window or glass. I actually think it came up quite good. I didn't know how it would go, but I think it actually was quite effective. And on the sides I just thought I'd mix and match a bit of different green coloured textures and different green coloured blocks just to keep that sort of that theme going. And it sort of goes to show you don't need to use one uniform block because it can still look good with a hodgepodge effect. I then realised I needed a level flooring for what I wanted to achieve with the build. Sorry, excuse me. And then with the front, I just went absolutely overboard with the hodgepodge effect. From sticky pistons to note blocks, all sorts of different things. Continuing on into the build and the house itself, I continued that theme of the different sort of textures, which then brought me to the top and to the roof. And I thought, well, I've crafted a bit of a roleplay story for this house, as you'll see when we actually do our full reveal. So it'll make more sense what this is when we read the book. But in essence, it's a witch's hut. And this is a witch's hat on top of the roof, which I thought was a little bit cute. And try to make it look like a black leather effect by mixing the wool and the blackstone. And obviously just a little brooch on top to say this is a witch's hat.